Christmas in July? Not quite, but we're getting ready for the most magical time of the year. More on episode 26, 15 phenomenal insider tips for doing Epcot Food and Wine Festival. Hey, Theme Park Hipsters, it's your host, NikkyJ, the owner of ThemeParkHipster.com, where I help you plan the best solo theme park vacation with the latest tips, reviews, personal stories, and more. Today, we are going through all the tips to help you have a spectacular time at Epcot Food and Wine Festival. This week's episode is brought to you by the brand new Theme Park Hipster mobile app. This new app gives you all the power to help guide your vacation planning with the tools and information you need all in one place. Plus, there's a theme park trivia portion that includes questions on Disney parks, Disney movies, Universal Orlando Resort, Busch Gardens, SeaWorld, and so much more. Honestly, guys, the trivia section is my favorite aspect of the app. It will keep you busy while you're waiting in line at the parks. You can find this new Theme Park Hipster app on the Apple App Store. I'd love to invite you to try it out. Now let's get back into the show. What's up, guys, and welcome to the Theme Park Hipster Show. And like I said earlier, this is Christmas time in July, because it is my most favorite time of the year as I prep for this epic event that takes place in a few weeks, and that is the Epcot Food and Wine Festival. Now, I, being the theme park hipster, take it as my honor to give you 15 powerful tips to 10x your trip, especially if you're a first timer. You know how we do it here? Let's jump right on in. Tip number 1 is to get to the Epcot Food and Wine Festival early. Coming early to the festival will give you a chance to pace yourself. You will be able to enjoy not only some of the amazing food that is offered, but you'll also get to experience the attractions in both Future World and World Showcase. Tip 2 is to map out your day. As always, this is another classic tip for any avid Disney traveler. Mapping out your day will save you the headache of missing out on any of your must-do items, especially if you're only able to visit once. This tip is very important because it will help guide you on where to find each marketplace, what time seminars and events will occur, and information regarding speakers, performers, and other special Disney guests. Tip 2 is to get a festival passport. Festival passports are free and available all over Epcot. The passport is a booklet that allows you to personalize it with your name, country, the date it was issued, and the date that you completed it. It also includes the location of the marketplaces with the details of what they offer. It also has merchandise options and concert information all within that one little booklet. Stickers are also included for you to mark off which booth you have visited. So get this, and it's also something cool to have, like a free souvenir to take back home with you. Tip number 4 is to start in the festival center. Starting here is a must. You must start here. It's just to get you in the spirit of the festival. I love it. But it does open 2 hours before World Showcase, and it's a good way to enjoy a few seminars and chat with the cast members, you know, getting some of those insider tips. Inside the festival center, you will find passports to start your world adventure, the wine shop to buy any kind of bottles of wine that you would like to take home, or any wine that you have tasted throughout the festival. There's also Intermissions Cafe where you can pick up some small bites. There's the chocolate experience where you can go get you a little free sample of some Ghirardelli chocolate. There's Remy's Ratatouille Hide and Squeak, where you go search for the little character around World Showcase. You can also meet and greet some chefs and get bottles and books signed. So much happens here in the Festival Center that you will want to definitely get there. That way you can spend those first 2 hours discovering it and exploring, and then getting excited to go over there to World Showcase and conquer every food item. Tip number 5 is to go during the weekday. For the best time, I recommend attending the festival, between Monday through Thursday. These days tend to be the least crowded days at Epcot. This will help you be able to make the most of your time at the festival, and it'll also kind of allow you to pace yourself. Tip number 6 is to plan to visit multiple times. The Epcot International Food and Wine Festival is like no other festival out there. That's why I recommend visiting it on multiple occasions throughout the season. First of all, you're going to have to need a trip to try it all. Then there's going to need to be a trip to just go through every seminar. Then there's that other trip where you have to retry all of your favorite dishes over again. Trust me, this is something that happens to me every year during the festival. I have to go multiple times for so many different reasons, and a lot of them have to do with those food and beverage seminars. Those are my favorite. Tip number 7 is to attend the Food and Wine Festival seminars. There's no better way to enjoy the event than attending the amazing variety of classes that are offered. The prices range from a luxurious all-in-company budget to, someone on a more lighter budget, but they're all great seminars and you'll be able to find something spectacular in each level of whatever you choose. A plus is that you will get to meet many of your favorite chefs and try the dishes and drinks in your class. These sessions are well done, they're worth the money, and they're lots of fun. Tip number 8 is to buy a Disney wristlet gift card. Tasting the mini samples without a set budget could turn a fun trip into one of financial regret. Trust me, I've made this mistake a few times. So be sure to put that buying a Disney gift card at the top of your priority list, because this will help you be able to manage your money. Tip number 9 is to budget for your day. Believe it or not, $3 here or $5 there adds up quickly. I recommend budgeting $35 to $45 for each person in your party. And that's just for food. Beer and wine samples are poured at about 3 ounces for wine and 6 ounces for beer or other cocktails. On average, adult beverage samples usually cost between $3 to $9, with cocktails around about $10. So if this price seems kind of crazy to you, this leads me to my next tip, and that is tip 10. That is to split the cost. Going with a friend or 2 or 3 lowers your budget and makes the event so much memorable. You can share multiple dishes without leaving Epcot broke. I do this, and this is my favorite way of doing the Epcot Food and Wine Festival. I love my solo adventures, but I also love splitting that $40 a day with someone else. Here's a quick hipster power tip. Share a beer or wine flight with a friend. Each flight contains about 3 to 4 samples. So that is another good way to kind of have a budget-friendly day at the Epcot Food and Wine Festival and still be able to try multiple dishes and drinks. Tip number 11 is share your table with others. It's Epcot and it's your home. So why not make new friends by sharing your table? On busy festival days, finding a table can be hard. If your group is small and you have an extra spot, why not invite someone over who you see searching the area for a place to enjoy their own fabulous dish? You never know what kind of friendship you may make in the process. Tip number 12 is to plan for a cab or have a designated driver in the group. Previewing the festival's menu gives you an idea of what delicious treats can be expected. Yes, there are lots of drinks, mostly adult inspired, that will hopefully leave you balanced and able to walk out. Be sure to have a plan for this kind of indulgence. It makes for a safe and fun experience at Epcot. Another tip I have for you guys while you're out there, especially in the first couple of months of the event, stay hydrated, drink lots of water, and take frequent breaks. It's still going to be summertime hot, and you don't want to sit there and try to drink all this heavy food, have any kind of heavy drinking without keeping yourself hydrated. Tip number 13 is to book your reservations early. Listen, hipsters, reservations are your friend. Most Food and Wine Festival fans know that the small spots for some of these great classes and seminars fill up fast. Therefore, I highly recommend you making that reservation today, ASAP, if you know that there's a special event or a class that you would like to attend. You can make this by calling 407-WDW-FEST. That is 407-939-3378. Tip number 14 is to just try some new things. It's easy to stick with the things most familiar to you, but that's not what Epcot Food and Wine Festival is all about. Since the portions are smaller, it's a great way to try something at least once or twice. As Andrew Zimmern states, it is at the festival that I've learned the art of eating escargot. Maybe it was probably due to the fact that this dish was smothered in butter and garlic, but hey, I tried it, I was able to do it. And this only happened because I was in that mindset at the Epcot Food and Wine Festival of trying samples and trying new things. And that was when I tried it. The Epcot chefs definitely understand how to ease guests like you and me into exploring new cultural cuisines. Now, tip number 15 is to just have fun. You're really going to have a great time, so try not to stress too much if you find yourself spending too much time in the marketplace or in the seminars. There's always something going on in the park that will have you feeling like you've had the best time ever. So have fun, learn something new, eat well, and drink up. This concludes this episode of the Theme Park Hipster Show. Let's review those 15 tips really quick so they can stick to you. Tip number 1 is to get to Epcot Food and Wine Festival early. Tip number 2, map out your day. 3, get a festival passport. 4, start in the festival center. 5, go during the weekdays. 6, plan to visit multiple times. 7, attend the Food and Wine Festival seminars. 8, buy a Disney wristlet gift card. 9, budget for your day. 10, split the cost. 11, share your table with others. Tip number 12 is to plan for a cab or have a designated driver. 13 is to book your reservations early. 14 is to try something new. And 15 is to have fun. Yes, you are now loaded with all of the tips to doing Disney's Epcot Food and Wine Festival like a pro. What tip do you think is the most helpful for making the most out of your time at the festival? Let me know by leaving a message on this week's episode, or you can contact me at ThemeParkHipster@gmail.com. Be sure to rate and review this episode. That way I can continue to bring you the best theme park hacks tailored just for you. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to the Theme Park Hipster Show. And I want you to know that you are my friend and you are my family, whether you know that or not. And until next time, happy park hopping, hipsters. The content on the Theme Park Hipster Show represents my own and not those of any organizations or activity mentioned. I am just someone here who likes to share my own stories to you and hope that I can help you have the best vacation ever.